Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing live, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Testing live, 1, 2, 3. Hello guys, welcome in. So I see that some of you guys are already inside the seminar stream already. We will start very promptly at 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to say hi to you guys, and if you are here and you don't mind saying hi back to me, there's a live chat that you can use. Later on you can also use the live chat to ask me questions as well. If I cannot answer so many questions during the stream, I'm going to write them down, right? Then I'm going to answer them one shot at the end of the stream, okay? So if you're here and you want to say hi to me, go to the live chat, say hi, okay? So have you all had your dinner already? I see that there's 3 of you inside. So if you guys are here, right, and you guys are waiting for the seminar to start, feel free to follow us on our Telegram. Okay, then if you have any questions and want to WhatsApp me directly, right, because you want it to be more private instead of having it in the chat, feel free to send it to my WhatsApp as well at 8415-3359. We will start the seminar promptly at 8 o'clock. So any questions that you want to ask me before the seminar start, you can feel free to ask me as well. Okay, so if this is the first time that you're seeing me, my name is Chase. Welcome to Hoseiki Mid-Year Career Review, improving your luck with Feng Shui and BaZi for 2024 and 2025. Okay, see you guys very soon. Okay, before we start, feel free to share the live video to your friends. slides. Hey, hello, Wei Ming, welcome. Hello, yeah, you're the first person that say hi to me. So welcome to share the live stream, YouTube live stream seminar with your friends and family. So today we'll be covering a very interesting topic on mid-year career review. Wei Ming, have you eaten your dinner already? So for those of you guys who are watching the seminar right now, there's actually a chat function that you can use to talk to me. Okay, so today we will also be sharing, on the mid-year review, how to plot a BaZi chart. Yep, and other topics that we will be covering today will be also on, how we can actually plan a proper roadmap for our lives. Okay, so as people start coming in, we will just wait for 10 more minutes. We will start at 8 o'clock sharp. Any questions that you want to ask me first before the live stream and the seminar begins? Make sure that you have all followed our Hoseiki YouTube channel and also our Telegram. Later on, we'll be giving away prizes to 3 people who have followed us on YouTube and also on Telegram. So the winners will be chosen after the stream. Okay, what do you wish me to plot for? There's currently 10 people in the stream right now, so we just wait for 8 o'clock. Okay, we wait for 8 o'clock and then we will start sharp, 8 o'clock sharp. You guys can see the slides very well, right? And is the sound, everything okay? So there are 10 people right here. So if you guys want to say hi to me, right, there's a chat function. You can say hi. Have you guys all eaten your dinner already? Health and career. Wow, so fast do live reading. Haven't start with the thing you want to do live reading. Okay, you give me your birth date. Help me to share the stream to your friends, okay, Wei Ming? There are 10 people here. If you guys want to talk to me, right, feel free to go to the chat function, say hi. Okay, have you all eaten your dinner? Wei Ming says that, he has eaten his dinner already. Hello, Kenny. Yo. Okay, so feel free to share the stream for me. Remember to follow us on YouTube. Remember to follow us on Telegram as well. So if you are following us on these 2 channels, right, stay throughout the seminar. Later on, after the seminar, right, tomorrow we will announce 3 lucky winners for 3 products within our Hoseiki collection. Okay, we'll give away to 3 winners to thank you guys for staying throughout the seminar. Okay, so for those of you guys who are here, and before we start, feel free to share it with your friends so that they can come in and listen to our mid-year career review seminar as well. Today is going to be a very interesting topic. We will also be doing some live reading for you guys, and right now I'm going to share the live reading for Wei Ming. Wei Ming, can I have your gender, please? Then I have your main area of concern. So I confirm that your gender is male, right? Okay, feel free to share the stream for me. Okay. Okay, so I'll share for Wei Ming first. Wei Ming, 2024 doesn't seem to be a very good year for you. One of the things that we can see this year is actually a 7 killings year for you. But interestingly, that 7 killings is also within your luck cycle. So 2024 indeed is a double 7 killings year. Your favorable element seems to be in that of fire and earth. But one of the things that we can see is there is a triple combination from within the chart. Point number one is that, right, the triple combination forms water and also earth element at the 地支 of your BaZi chart. Now that would mean that there is a what we call a G-Chong. So in this case of a G-Chong, right, it is easy for you to meet with accidents in 2024. I would say abstain from dangerous spots in 2024 because it's easy for you to have an accident. Okay, the second thing that we can see from within the chart is that, right, this G-Chong, right, not just affects your overall personal well-being, but it also affects your finances to some extent. The reason why is because that health and wealth are somewhat affected due to the formation of unfavorable water. So with that, it can mean that, right, it is easy for you to lose help from other people, loss of benefactors, okay? Because the top 天干, right, actually shows a earth element that's being washed away by water. So if I speak in human language, it means that difficulty within the career due to formation of enemies or conflict with people at work. So be very careful of your career choices in 2024 because 2024 can be a very, very tough year for you, okay? So if you have any other further questions, right, feel free to send it to my number 8415-3359. Okay, I'm going to type my number here for you guys. So any questions that you all have, you can send a WhatsApp to this number, okay? Hello, Belle, welcome. So before we start at 8 o'clock sharp, there is still 3 minutes more. Feel free to share the seminar with your friends and your family, okay? I'm sure that they also want to listen to this mid-year career review because today we'll also be sharing on how to plot and see the wealth stars within the BaZi chart. So within the BaZi chart, right, there are basically 10 different talents that everybody could have, okay? Some people have all 10, some people have some of the 10. Most of us have some of the 10. Many of us will not have all 10. And even if you have all 10, not all 10 will be favorable. Some will be unfavorable for you guys. And when things are unfavorable, right, instead of the talents controlling you, you'll be controlled by the talent. And it is what we call a negative talent instead, which means like a weakness. So having certain weaknesses within the chart can cause issues in your life. Is wealth star something that you can control, or is wealth star something that you cannot control? We will share more of that later on. So of everybody that's watching here today, right, 3 of you guys, right, will win something today. Each of the item that we are giving out, right, will be at least worth $50 within our Hoseiki collection. Tomorrow, our staff will help me to actually select 3 lucky winners and we will announce them on Telegram. So importantly, you need to follow us on YouTube and also follow us on Telegram in order to be eligible for this, lucky draw, okay? Now, within the stream, at the end of it, right, we will also do 3 live readings today as well. So feel free to stay until the end to, have your chance at the live reading. Okay, just now we just did a live reading for Wei Ming. Wei Ming has a very interesting chart that shows that he is a responsible individual, but keep on being oversighted at work. Okay, so a lot of things, he put in a lot of effort, but he's not being recognized. This year is also a challenging year for him due to the 7 killings clash as well. Okay, within his chart, it also shows that he is not very suitable for gambling. So any form of dangerous investments or even gambling, right, will actually cause him a loss of luck. So we encourage that Wei Ming probably stick to what we call 正财 because there's no usable 偏财. Okay, Kenny, later on during the live reading, you can actually let us know. We will select 3 people for the live reading later on. Help us to share the seminar first. Okay, we're going to start right now because it's 8 o'clock already. So for everybody else that is not here yet, then, they can actually watch the replay. So in this mid-year career review, right, it's a very interesting seminar because it goes to show that, right, why we are actually doing this is a lot of people are actually very interested in understanding more about their career this year, more than last year and last year. So a lot of people are actually very worried about their career as well. Being just at the mid timing of 2024, right, we have already a lot of people, right, that come for BaZi reading instead of waiting until next year. Now, interestingly, every single year, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, every single year, our BaZi reading will peak at Chinese New Year. Okay, every single year, it's the same. It will peak at Chinese New Year. And we will receive so many requests for BaZi reading, right, that my schedule will be until June. So generally speaking, it is quite normal for us at the start of the year to be booked 6 months in advance. It is quite normal. Yeah, but one thing that's super interesting about 2024 is right at the middle of the year, right, there are a lot of people, right, that sign up for the BaZi reading as well. So much so that we are booked about 45 to 60 days in advance. There's a little bit of empty slots because we always need to leave some empty slots for people who sign during live stream. Okay, interestingly, why is it that everybody is so interested in reading their BaZi right smack in the center of the year? Anyone can answer this question. So for those of you guys, right, who are more active today, we will also give you more chances for winning the lucky draw as well. So feel free to comment as much as you can within the comment section. So in YouTube, there's actually a comment section that you can talk. Okay, there's a live chat function. Yo, hello, JY. Yo, hello, long time no see. Okay, so within this chat, why do you think that so many people are asking questions right smack in the center of the year? Anybody wants to try and answer this? Anybody have any opinions or point of view that they would like to share? Why do you think that everybody is actually asking for advice right smack in the center of the year? Usually it peaks during Chinese New Year. CNY is the timing that goes up. Okay, usually we are booked about 6 months. But interestingly, in the center of the year right now, there's also a lot of requests for BaZi reading. BaZi reading goes up in the center of the year this year. Hey, hello, Jiaxing, ni hao. Hello, JY, yo, hello, long time no see, JY. So every year, right, although it peaked during Chinese New Year, but this year is a little bit different due to the fact that there is a career clash. Now, back in 2022, we have already shared that 24 is a very interesting year because 24 is a wood clash earth year. Okay, number 2, 24 also has what we call the, yeah, that's right. Zhao says, preparation for next year. Yeah, okay, so Diana Cole says, there is a period 9. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we will note all this down, and I think Diana has hit the spot with that. Okay, it is the period 9 energy. Okay, Diana, you have hit the spot with that. Yeah, so Diana has actually hit the spot with that is because that 2-4 is a wood clash with earth year. 2-4 is also a year of conflict due to that of the number 3 unfavorable flying stars as well. Now, leading up until 2-5, the effect of 2-4 will still persist, and 2-5 will also be a year where we might experience slowdown due to the fact of the signal star setting in. So it's not so good. There's a lot of disruption as we enter into period 9 due to the fact that it is a period of opportunity, but at the same time, right, it is also a period, right, where things happen very quickly. The speed of evolution is faster compared to the rest of the other periods. And just as we enter into this period, we experience 2 years that are not so good, okay? 2024 and 2025. And that actually gives a lot of disruption to a lot of our careers. Okay, a lot of us, we're having career issues. And most of the people that come for the reading, right, they will have this question in their head. Where does my talent actually lie? Now, it is very interesting because when you are 30 plus, when you are 40 plus, how can you not know where your talents lie? It is not possible for someone not to know. Okay? It's not possible for someone not to know. So, why is it that people are asking this question then? What should I be doing? Where does my talent lie? It's interesting, right? I mean, you have worked for more than 10 years of your life. How can you not know where your talents lie? How can you not know? Anybody wants to try this question? Why do people ask this question? Even though they are like, work for 10 years already, they still ask this question. Where does my talent lie? Okay, the reason is because that, right, your talent has to work hand in hand with your luck cycle. Let's say, for example, it's like running a business where you have a product, okay, but there's no demand for that product during this period. That's going to be a problem. It's like you're trying to sell swimsuits during the winter time. And let's say you're in a country where there's real winter. There's no one buying these swimsuits, okay? There's no one buying your sunglasses. So, when you have a certain talent that is not aligned with your luck cycle, that could actually cause issues in the career path. But not just your own luck cycle. The period luck cycle also has to be considered as well, because we're not living in an eggshell. We're not living in a well. Okay? So that being said, right, does your talent, they are actually asking this question. How come my talent doesn't coincide with my luck cycle and also this period's cycle? That's exactly the question that they are asking. Okay, it's not that they don't know where their talents lie, but they just feel weird that why is it not aligning together for them? And that's one of the reasons why they come for the mid-year review. Okay? So then, when we talk about luck cycle, right, what is the keyword in luck cycle? Is it cycle or is it luck? I would think that perhaps it is luck first. Now, it's interesting because I want to ask you guys this question. What is luck to you? What is luck to you, Zell? What is luck to you, Mitra? What is luck to you, JY? What is luck to you guys? Okay, so Jiaxing says luck is smooth. Okay, I want everything to be smooth, everything to happen naturally to me. Okay, I don't want any obstacles. What about the rest of you guys? What exactly is luck to you guys? Chances to achieve more than what you normally would. Okay, that's not bad. Something unexpectedly good during the course of a downturn. Okay, so what is luck to me? Luck to me, right, is how you perceive things. Yes, it is possible. Blessings that come with ease. Meet the right people at the right place, doing the right thing at the right time. Okay, that's good. JY says chance. To me, luck is how you see things. When you are in good luck, everything that you see looks good. when you're in bad luck, everything that you see looks bad. Okay, luck is about perception. Luck is about how you see things. If you're having good luck, right, everything that you see will be opportunities. If let's say the year is having a bad luck cycle on you, everything that you see, right, will be disappointment and negativity. So when someone faces the same situation, one person can see opportunity while the other person can see problem. Okay, so one person can see that, oh, this is a client that I can help. The other person can see that, might see that this is a for lack of a better word, right, a 麻烦 client, a very irritating client, a client that doesn't pay. So there are different things that different people see, even if they are in the right situation. So luck is about perception, in my point of view. Okay, so from a 八字 point of view, luck is about perception. So help me to share the seminar, please, to your friends as well. And I'm going to carry on with the rest of the seminar. So if your perception is good, you will make a good decision. And your decision yesterday will determine your luck today and also for tomorrow. If you perceive something well, you might work towards it. And as you work towards it, right, tomorrow's decision, happening based on today's decision, right, will be a positive outcome as well. So say for example, if you already know that there is some opportunities in your chart in property investment, what you will do is that you will save money for that investment that could happen down the road. Okay, so if you have already done that and your decision to save has already been made, down the road when you actually do it, then you will reap the rewards of doing it. But let's say, for example, if you wait for luck to come without being prepared, then you could be in trouble because you did not make the decision that made you ready. And at that point of time when the opportunity comes, because of your outlook of life, things might not happen the way that you want it to be. So when you come for a reading, right, with Hoseiki or with any other consultant, the key thing that you're trying to drive is to drive your ability to improve your luck, which is your perception. And hopefully that perception, right, is going to help you to make better decisions for a better outcome tomorrow. So that's exactly what luck is about. And that is one of the things that we are trying to drive in today's seminar on career route mapping. Now, very happy that we have been featured on these media platforms, and quite happy for our clients who have actually pushed us this far as well. So just want to give them a little bit of gratitude. Who have not seen me before, my name is Chase, and my Chinese name is called Huai Feng. So if you have not seen me before, right, I would like to say hi to you guys. And there's a live chat function as well. Is it okay that if you have not seen me before to type 1 in the live chat function, so I know who have not seen me before? For the rest of you guys, I might probably have seen you guys. I most probably have seen Jin Tan before. Yeah, so I definitely have seen JY. Okay, then I have seen Jia Xing on my live stream, but I might not have seen Jia Xing in real life before. Have I seen you in real life before? If I haven't, or I had, or I didn't remember, I apologize. So we have also started teaching of classes as well, and we have actually done many speakers engagement overseas. We have coached many insurance companies overseas on topics of face reading, numerology, and sometimes even 八字 reading. Okay, Kenny haven't seen. Okay, Gabby and Cheryl, Sim, Steve, you are new. Okay, I humbly say hello to you guys. Thank you very much for coming in. Oh, Jia Xing, I did reading for you. Okay, so I have seen you before, but I cannot remember. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, so if you are near to Bedok, feel free to drop by our showroom. Okay, then if you drop by our showroom, say hi to me. Then if you need a basic quick reading, let me know as well. If I'm here, I'll do it for you. I'm very thankful for my team, and Li Ming has now taken over as the head trainer already for the company. We have done more than 17,000 readings together, and there are more than 1,000 feng shui projects done as well. So we have done for factories, offices, There are also some HR projects that we have done for companies. We have done estate planning for certain business people as well. Now we are also teaching classes. Altogether, we have done teaching classes for more than 500 students already, including our overseas officers. Then you can call me by my Chinese name Huai Feng, or you can call me Chase. It's completely up to you. But interestingly, of all these things that we have done, right, the most important mission that we'll never forget, right, is to assist the normal Singaporean. Why? Because for a person like me, right, I come from a very normal family. My normal family means that I have to support the old and I have to support the young. So I'm not sure how many of you guys are like me, sandwich generation. So if you are like me, the sandwich generation, right, can you type number 1 so I know that you are sandwiched? You are the normal Singaporean and you are also a sandwich person. How many sandwich persons here today? Just like myself. Hello, AOI. Yeah. How many of you guys are sandwiched normal Singaporeans? Or you guys are very fortunate, you don't need to care about your parents, don't need to care about your kids, you just need to care about yourself. So it's like what China people say, 养一个人就养活全家. Okay, so we have so many normal Singaporeans here today. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why, right, we started Hoseiki. Okay, one of the key missions that we have, right, is to help normal Singaporeans achieve 2 things. So for the normal couple Singaporeans, right, achieve by buying private property. Very simple. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to achieve that. If you're a normal person, it might not be simple. Okay, so we help you by opening up your mind to the opportunities that you could have. Later on, we will share some case studies as well. Now, the second mission that we often do, right, is to help people who are above 40 achieve a normal, or I would say a above average or good retirement. Okay, I don't want to overpromise. I don't want to say that, oh, you come to us already and then you become like Bill Gates. I don't think that is true, and that would be a lie as well. But helping a lot of people achieve a normal retirement and above average retirement, right, I think it is within our means. As long as you follow the advice, of course, not like we ask you not to eat fatty stuff and then you still go and eat. So as long as you follow the advice, this is very achievable. And our main mission is to do that. We have a lot of big projects that we do for corporates. We do like, even building feng shuis, and we build factories for people in Thailand as well. But it is really not exactly that of this, it's not important. The most important thing for us is actually, to help the normal Singaporean in that sense. Hello, Bosco. Welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. So, some of the key questions that people usually ask during the mid-year review, right, will be whether or not people can change their job. Okay, so this is an interesting question that a lot of people ask. How many of you guys have asked this question or want to ask this question as well? Yeah, so Kin Fu also want to ask this question. It is quite a common mid-year review question for a lot of people. The second question that usually people will ask is how they can actually excel within their career. Perhaps they're already doing quite well already, okay? But they need an extra push for them to move forward, okay? In order for them, right, to move on to the next step. Move on to the next step. The next one that people usually want to ask is whether or not, right, they can start their own business. Yeah, so number 1 is actually question 2 and 3. Yeah, so for Kenny, right, you actually asked that, whether or not how you can excel in your career and how you can actually, whether or not you can start your own business. These are actually very valid questions that people want to ask during the mid-year review, okay? And one of the things that we encourage people to do is to do BaZi reading. The reason why is because that during the reading, right, it is actually possible for these questions to be answered. Not just do we want to answer these questions, but the important thing is how can we actually plan a route map. This route map, right, allows us to actually go step by step into planning our progress, into achieving what we want to achieve. A route map is not just about answering questions in this manner. A route map is literally having a certain strategy, okay, in achieving this. The next thing is actually about understanding your talents that can be done within a BaZi. And the last thing is about understanding your luck cycle. But all in all, the most important thing in the entire thing, right, is to understand the two words of 人性. Okay, 人性 is actually called human nature if you cannot understand Chinese. But in terms of human nature, what we want to achieve, right, is to actually understand what exactly the other person is thinking and what exactly you are thinking. A lot of times there are some people, right, with numerology 887 within their chart. And with this 887, sometimes they don't even understand why they are angry, why they are upset. Okay, there are people who are angry and upset without understanding why, and then they will actually go and create trouble for themselves. When they create trouble for themselves, right, they're actually looking for pain. They're looking for trouble in their life. Okay, and all this trouble is actually a self-inflicting cycle, and it never ends. For example, like some people that, just now they come into the chat and then they try to disrupt the live stream. Yeah, they're actually causing a lot of pain back to themselves because they don't understand why they're upset. If you have the time, sometimes it is more productive for a person to actually do something good, something useful. Yeah, but the interesting thing is that when there's certain issues within the chart, that form of disruption could be your way of actually expressing yourself. But this way of expressing yourself has no real or useful outcome. And this is one of the things that we need to understand, human nature. If there are certain areas that perhaps not like the person, but someone else could have this issue of maybe not having enough patience when they are learning a certain thing, or some people might have a certain problem with trying to communicate with their family members. Okay, at work they are okay, but at home they are not. And perhaps some people, right, they have no problem with their peers or maybe even the people they're managing, but they cannot communicate with their bosses. This can actually cause disruptions within our life in one way or another. So in understanding the reading, right, will allow us to also understand more on the topic of human nature. And this is the entire reason why we do the reading, the BaZi reading. Now, some people have actually questioned like, okay, I've been to a shopping mall, I have read the zodiac forecast already. So is it good enough for me to understand my route map for the year? Okay, I plan my career route map with the zodiac forecast. I've been to a shopping mall. I've seen all these erected, billboards, and I've read about my stars and my luck. For example, for Tiger, I'm supposed to go overseas, but I didn't. So is it good enough? Yeah, some people is like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm Rooster, so I'm supposed to meet a lot of useful people this year who can help me. Is it good enough for all this? The answer is actually no. Okay, you cannot plan your route map based on the zodiacs, is because that there are more than one zodiacs within your BaZi chart, and every one of them actually mean a different thing. There are 8 different characters within the BaZi chart, so which means that if the zodiac stands for just one of the character, right, it stands for a very, very small percentage of the entire reading. It could be just 12% accuracy or less. So this is one of the reasons why we always tell people to go for the full BaZi reading, because that one can allow you to have a better insight. Now, if you're with me today, right, I want to invite you to actually download the app. Okay, so this app called Lun BaZi, right, if possible, you can search it on Google, and you can download this on your Android phone. Okay, if you are using an iOS, you should be able to find the same app as well. So if possible, please do it right now. Find the app and download it. Okay, then later on, we will actually use the app to find out your wealth star within the BaZi chart. Okay, so I'm just going to give you like perhaps just 3, maybe less than that. How about 30 seconds to do that? Okay, have you guys downloaded already? If you have downloaded, can you type 1? Okay, great. Now, can you go inside the app, right, and key in your own birth date? Now, if you open up the app and you go inside the app, right, you will be able to see it on the first page. The first page, right, don't need to type name, don't need to type anything, just go to the gender. Gender is male, female, just select your gender. If you are somewhere in between, right, just not to worry. I'm sorry, that's not a joke actually. So use gender at birth, okay? So we do have clients who are like that. So choose gender at birth, okay? So don't need to ask the question in the chat, otherwise very weird. So choose gender at birth, then click on 日期, right? Then you can type in the birth date already. Then if you know your birth time, type in your birth time. If you don't know your birth time, just leave it blank. Then once you have done that, type number 2. Which app? 论八字, we have it on the screen. JY, we have it on the screen. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for informing me that you all have already done it. Thank you, thank you so much. Okay, so Kenny have done it already. What about the rest of you? If you guys have done it, also type number 2, okay? So we can move on with the rest of the tonight's content. Birth date in English birth date, please. So there's actually an option for you to choose, but to cut the complication, right, use the English birth date. Yeah, no. There's an option for you to choose lunar or not lunar, okay? So if you go by default, it will not be the lunar one. There's an option for you to choose Western or lunar calendar. So if you didn't do anything, it is the Western calendar, okay? If you did not do anything, it will be the Gregorian one. Yes, unfortunately, the app is in Chinese. DOB in English will do. Yes, thank you very much, Bosco. Thank you very much. Jin Tan, what app? You've been to the class, you know what app? Unless you're a different Jin Tan. Okay, let's move on. So within the BaZi chart, okay, within the BaZi chart, there will actually be these two Chinese words. Okay, if you go to the third tab, okay, if you plot already, straight away you'll be inside the third tab. Once you have plotted, you will already be inside the third tab already. So within this third tab, sometimes you will see the first word, direct wealth, or in Chinese we call it cai. Indirect wealth, also called cai, but it is written in a different way. So you will see this in your chart. Some of us will see the top one, some of us will see the bottom one, some of us will see both. Now, if let's say you are actually seeing the top one, can you type number 3? If you are seeing the bottom one, can you type number 2? Okay, can you guys find it? Don't need to type the name AC. Okay, so if you guys have it right, have the top one. Okay, Mitra has both. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we're going to explain to you guys, right, what exactly this wealth star means. Okay, so the wealth star is an okay, Zell, I'm going to repeat. Hello, Jean, yo. Okay, rainbows to you as well. Am I supposed to reply to that, the rainbows? Okay, so go to this app, type in your birth date, okay? Type in your birth date. And then after you key in your birth date, click plot. And after you plot that chart, you will straight away be taken to the third tab of the app. In this third tab of the app, you will see your wealth stars. Your wealth stars are denoted by these two Chinese words. If you see the first Chinese word, it will be called direct wealth. If you see the second Chinese word, it will be called, hello Ang Zihua, it will be called indirect wealth. If you guys have the direct wealth within your BaZi chart, type 3. If you guys have the indirect wealth within your BaZi chart, type 2. If you guys have both, type 4. Okay, so Jiaxing has number 3. Okay, so Jiaxing has the direct wealth within the BaZi chart. That's good. And I see that Mitra has both as well. If I remember correctly, right, I read Mitra's chart before, and I think both the wealth stars are favorable for her. Now, I'll just do an introduction on the wealth stars. So within the BaZi chart, we can actually tell whether or not you have wealth stars. And the wealth component, right, is actually about control. Specifically, right, it is about your ability to manage. If you have no wealth stars within your BaZi chart, right, it can be not easy for you to manage a business or even people. So people with the wealth component, right, are more results oriented. They will actually plan KPIs. They are more ambitious as well. They are more competitive, and they are also more confident. Depending on the quality of the wealth star, of course, but in general, that is the case. Okay, they also like to focus on the present. So they like to make sure that the now is being taken care of. They are not dreamy. Okay, so they want things, they are more right now type of people. Okay, because of their desire to be in control, right, especially people with a lot of direct wealth, sometimes they might be what we call micromanagers sometimes. Okay, but one of the things is that, right, they also don't like people to control them. They like to control, but they don't like people to control them. So a lot of these people, they end up being their own boss. Okay, a lot of people with a lot of these wealth stars, right, they might not be very suitable for learning BaZi reading, okay, because they are a little bit less connected to the supernatural. Not say they cannot, but you will definitely feel that this reader is a little bit different from another. Now, a person with positive wealth stars, right, most probably will have strong management skills. Now, you most probably have seen bosses with positive wealth stars. Okay, they are very good at managing people. They set very good KPIs. They are super efficient. One day, go out, can do 4 meetings. Okay, so recently I read a report on Facebook, right? It seems that there are some banks who actually cut on their travel expenses, and they require their staff to do at least 3 meetings a day in order to keep their traveling expenses down and their traveling expenses more efficient. Yeah, is it possible? Anybody working in a bank, can you tell me that is it possible for you to do 3 efficient meetings in one day? Let you all speak your mind. Okay, anyone in a bank and need to travel? So is it possible to do 3 efficient meetings in one day? I would think possibly. Yeah, so these wealth positive people, right, they are good at managing people, responsible, confident, and perhaps these people are also what we call people who are very suitable to be bosses or running their own business. But from another point of view, let's say if a person is negative, the person can be a control freak. Now, you have seen a lot of people with negative wealth stars, right? Perhaps in your office as well. So there could be this lady boss with a lot of wealth stars within the BaZi chart, and this person is very manipulative and even to some extent, right, a micromanager. He or she likes to see exactly what you're doing at every moment of your life, and at some point they might even shift their computer to be right behind you so they can look at your screen at every single moment. So sometimes clients will complain to me to say that, oh, my boss is like that, my boss is like that. Any one of you have bosses like that? Type number 1. If your boss is like that, there is a very high possibility that he or she could have a lot of wealth stars that are negative. So in that sense, right, if a person have no wealth stars at all, it could also mean that the person could lack an ability, right, to manage a certain business. Now, I've seen a certain client, right, who had no wealth stars within his chart, and he gets very upset during the period where the interest rates starts to rise very fiercely. Okay, one of the reasons why is because that he bought a certain condominium. If I'm not wrong, it was Sengkang Grand, and the girlfriend actually told me that, right, he was very stressed and keep complaining to her every single day. To an extent, right, she cannot take it already. So she gave me a call and asked me to actually talk to the client to calm him down. So it's very strange. It's like when people have a problem, usually they call my number, and it was the feeling was quite strange. I actually had to call the boyfriend to calm him down because he keep wanting to sell the house. Okay, but the girlfriend says that it's going to make money, so can you ask him to calm down and not sell it? He's unable to manage his own emotions at that point of time, right? Even though he completely had it under control, but he just felt that the rising interest rate could be too much for him. So when wealth stars is missing, right, sometimes it can be difficult for a person to judge a certain situation clearly as well. Okay, so how many of you guys have wealth stars missing in your chart? You can type number 5. Now, therefore, without wealth stars, it can be difficult for a person to manage a business and even difficult for a person to manage a team within a company. So let's say if the person is doing a role, for example, like operations, it may not be easy for the person to run the team properly. Within the 5 elements framework, even if you have wealth stars that are missing, okay, that might not be an issue because everyone has a different DNA. If you use your talents in the right way, sometimes we can still achieve what we call the blue ocean strategy. So I'm pretty sure that everyone here might have heard of the red ocean and blue ocean strategy. How many of you guys have heard of the blue ocean and red ocean strategy? Can you type number 1? So at least we know a show of hands that you guys have heard of this notion before. Now, if you use your elements in the right way, we might not need to activate the wealth star for you guys to get the wealth that you all want in a normal Singaporean lifestyle. Now, we're not saying that, do this, and then after that you become Bill Gates. We're saying that, you most probably could achieve a normal or above average life if we were to use some of these talents within our BaZi chart that has our special DNA encoded in it. Okay, that you might find your blue ocean. Some of us might be very good at speaking. Some of us have great management skills. Some of us might have great debate skills, which makes you probably a very good lawyer. So if you don't understand your strengths and weakness, right, and you pick the wrong career or business, it can be very easy for you not to be able to reach your potential. Okay, some people could have a poor luck cycle which they have no idea how to manage, and that could actually delay them from reaching their potential or let them miss out on their potential entirely as well. For those of us who don't understand about Feng Shui or perhaps don't want to pay attention to it, right, might suffer from poor Feng Shui if we are not careful. And lastly, if let's say there are certain areas of your life that allow you to commit karmic debt, right, that could also result in you not having the capabilities to reach your fullest potential. There are some people with quite okay BaZi chart and okay luck cycle. Even their Feng Shui is fine as well. But because of certain things that they do in their life, and they might not be able to reach the potential that they want. This is what we call the karmic debt. Now, what exactly is karmic debt? If you have heard of this, can you type 1? If you have never heard of this term before, can you type 2? Karmic debt is actually about what you do in your life that has repercussions, perhaps not in the natural, but in the spiritual. Some people, they are ungrateful, and some people, they hurt other people with words. So say, for example, you like to flame others, you like to sabo others, you like to backstab others, you like to badmouth others, you like to cause destruction to people's life, harass, bully. All these are actually what we call causing of karmic debt that could destroy your life ultimately and could affect your overall luck as well. Now, it is interesting because back in 2022, right, we actually mentioned that 24 is a year of change. Okay, so understanding how we can actually change our lives using reading and understanding the different elements of BaZi luck cycle and also perhaps the home Feng Shui, right, shifting into period 9 gives us some areas of opportunities that we can use to reset our luck. But it's interesting because we are actually at this few months where people can feel that this is the actual window of opportunity. Why is it so? It's because that, right, when we enter into the 7-month Chinese calendar 7-month, we are actually entering into a yin cycle. So in this yin cycle, right, many of us would use this as a period of self-reflection. I'm not saying about all the ghost stuff today, but what I'm saying is that in this yin cycle, right, where people use it for reflection, they are using this 1 month to think about what they want to do, reset, think, replan. Okay, then after that, in the following month, they are going to go all out and they are going to chiong already. So in this cycle of yin, before we go to the next cycle of yang, it is a period where people feel that they need to plan. They feel that they need to reset. They feel that they need to actually strategize for the next period. And this window of opportunity is the last opportunity for 2024 before we jump into 25, the next cycle into 25. So planning this cycle well, having our career plan well can be very crucial at this point of time. The next thing, even if you plan it well based on your BaZi chart and your own luck cycle, we also will need to align it to the luck cycle of period 9. Is your wealth star usable and is it favorable? Does it actually suit the fire element of period 9? If you are very, very good in finances, if you are very good in education, how can it be used to pivot to suit that of period 9? If you do a reading with us, we can actually do a route map for you as well. Okay, today there was one guy that actually came for reading, and it is interesting because he actually just came out from army. Okay, so he's a regular, but he decided not to continue being a regular anymore. So he's actually looking for work. Now, it is interesting because as he's looking for work, a person who is nearly 30 years old definitely will know what he's good at. But interestingly, he is not exactly working on his real talent due to the lack of confidence to rely on the talent that he has. I'm going to give you another more specific example. Someone very good at sales but don't have the confidence to do sales because of the strict sales targets that he or she might have to hit every month. How many of you guys know someone who is like that? Type number 1. They have the potential to do well. They refuse to do it because they don't have the confidence to carry it out. If you know someone like that, right, type number 1. Now, meanwhile, as we are discussing, I'm going to share a little bit of case studies with you. So the first one is actually this insurance designer, product designer. He's not insurance sales. He is a insurance product designer. So within the chart of this client, there is a 178 star. This person is a generous person, free-spirited, okay, very, very outgoing as well, easy for him to get along with others, and perhaps also very good traveler, which makes him super good at sales. But however, because of the fact that he's not flexible, he don't believe that he can actually do sales. Why is a person like that not flexible? The 178 also stands for what we call the fire-water clash. Having this clash within a person's chart sometimes affect a person's personality. Because of that, he might not be able to use the talents that he is being blessed with. So he didn't do a sales role, he missed out on the opportunities. Now he's deeply considering that he should dive back into a sales role instead. So we actually developed a route map to help him to plan what is his next step and what is the gap. Suddenly jumping into that, how do we actually overcome the 178 star? The key star that he needs is communication, how to handle objections, how to actually handle this rejection from people. Okay, instead of being angry, how can we actually change their mind? How can we actually patiently still wait for them? How can we still serve these customers who are not, speaking properly with us? Okay, so he lacks this communication star and flexibility, but if he has that, then he will have a even stronger portfolio for doing sales. Okay, so case study 1, we see a person that is not exactly doing the best thing that he could be doing due to the lack of confidence, exactly like what we just mentioned. Case study 2, right, is about a law firm that successfully pivoted because they are actually, they took some of our advice and they went to use live streams for engagement. It's very weird because no law firm last time would do that. Okay, so after a consultation with us, they actually went to use live streaming to engage their audience. And later on, right, they also made a lot of new clients, right, met a lot of new clients who are crypto clients as well. So their law firm actually shifted bigger. And as they shifted bigger, right, we also did the feng shui for their new office as well because they hired more staff. Then there's another firm, right, that we cannot say because we signed an agreement, but they actually seek for partnership after we did a consultation with them. Okay, then one of the new things that they also did was that they looked for a female spokesperson as well, and they improved on certain areas of employee benefits, right, in order for them to retain some of their key employees. Now, another case study is actually about this medical staff who is a back-end staff. It is interesting because she has what we call a earth clashing water within the chart, which means that, right, she's a very shy person and she likes to do back-end work. Although the fact that she has a lot of intellect within her chart, right, she's unable to activate these intellect stars due to the fact that she prefers a back-end role where, hey, hi. So due to the fact that she prefers a back-end role where she do research and then she do some of the medical findings for some of her peers. But we saw from the chart that the luck cycle is changing to a luck cycle of wood, which means communication. So having an extra communication star means that, right, if we were to plan ahead during the water years and the metal years, because 2 years of metal, then after that 2 years of water, then 2 years of wood. So looking forward, if we were to plan forward, right, what she should be doing is to train her ability to present first. So in 2024, right, she presented and there were a lot more funding for her medical research that she was doing. Because of that, right, then her career improved to a point where she can own her first private property. It was actually quite an honor to serve her because she is quite a good client who listened to advice quite to the T. Now, I'm going to do a quick live demo right now for 3 people. So if you guys are interested, right, type in your birth date, gender, and main area of concern for me right now. Then I'm going to do a reading for you guys. Wow, okay, I think there's something wrong with the chat. I actually just saw the chat was actually rolling. Hello, Jean. Hey, Jean, if you drop by, there's no need to make an appointment because you're our VVVVIP and very good friend. Because when you drop by, you always buy a lot of food for us. And we really appreciate you for doing that. So, you know, there's no need for you to make an appointment or do anything. Just drop by and say hi. I am very grateful that you are here. My boss don't care. Yo, Charlie, hello. Okay, I just saw the chat. I'm going to faint. Okay, I'm going to do a reading for you guys right now. Okay, I'm going to do a reading for Belle. Neng, and then I'm going to do a reading for Neng. Okay, I'm going to do these 2 readings first. Let's do Belle's one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read for Belle right now. Belle has actually a very, very interesting chart. She has a lot of what we call the useful creative stars. So within her chart, right, there are what we call intellect. Okay, so there's a lot of intelligence within her chart, right, that gives her strong level of creativity. Okay, but one of the issues that we can see immediately from the chart is that, right, it is easy for her to trust the wrong people. There is also a lot of what we call the overthinking stars. So this is in her apparent original chart. And all these stars, right, does disrupt the quality of later on I'll do one more for oil makeup. Okay, so one of the things that we can see from Belle's chart is that it is easy for her to trust the wrong person, okay, due to the fact of the too many 食神 lying around in the wrong place. Okay, the second thing that's interesting is within her chart, the clash of intellect, right? As we have said also within some of our videos, causes some form of overthinking. So regardless of the fact that the creative stars are strong and allows her to be super productive, the overthinking stars and the clash of intellect plus the star that she cannot tell who is her real benefactor, right, reduces her benefactor luck significantly. The second thing is also that, right, this level of stubbornness sometimes push people away. When people try to help, sometimes you might not be able to see, recognize it, and receive the help. And that can disrupt the quality of your luck overall. Your current luck cycle, especially after the age of 47, right, is entering into a luck cycle where it is also easy for you to offend your clients. And it sometimes also causes you to not be recognized by your superiors and your family members due to this clash at this current moment as well. So because of that, you suffer from a lot of emotional pain after the age of 47. Okay, before that, you actually had quite okay luck. Okay, but after the age of 47, it is somewhat being disrupted. Your quality to serve and to help your customers are somewhat disrupted due to this star. Easy for you to say the wrong things to your client. Last time you're not like that, but now there's this star that's inside. Okay, so you need to be very careful. One of the key zodiacs, right, that actually is your benefactor is actually the red zodiac. Okay, that's one thing for you to take note of. But you need to also be careful of this benefactor as well. Take everything from this person, including career advice, but do not take investment advice. Okay, so I hope this piece of reading can help Belle gain a smaller understanding of her life. Then if you would like, feel free to come for our full reading session. Okay, then for Neng right now. Neng, are you here? If you are not here, then I will choose someone else. Okay, then I'll go to oil makeup first. Then later on, we will see who we want to read for. AOI, oil makeup, are you here? Hello, Sebastian. Hi. Okay, oil makeup is here. Oil makeup is, your gender is female, right? Yeah, just to confirm, because you're using an account oil makeup, but you didn't state your gender. Your gender is female, correct? Okay. 那个 chart, yeah, 那个 chat 会 lag No problem, Belle. Yeah, thank you very much for participating as well. Okay. So for oil makeup, right, one of the things that we can see from within the chart is that you are a super responsible person. Okay, one of the stars that drive you is responsibility, but you need to be careful, right, about maintaining a certain outlook in front of people, because sometimes, right, it might make you miss certain wealth opportunities. There's no need for you to impress people, especially during this period, because all these efforts that you go into impressing others, right, might derail you from the real thing that can really help you in your wealth luck. Okay, so try not to do that. The next thing that I'm seeing in your chart is that you are a super sentimental person. So this is actually quite a good thing because I like to make friends with people who are kind, nice and sentimental. But it could push you back a little bit when you are wanting to actually go into the next field. Okay, let me just maybe say this very plainly. Say for example, you have a friend that is with you in the same line, the same trade, the same business, and your friend is doing this. But because of the fact that this is your friend, you don't really want to do the same thing that your friend is doing. And that could actually cost you another opportunity. So there are multiple stars within the chart that gives you great ability, right, to have creativity and intelligence. But there are also certain stars, right, that make you draw, I would say, meaningless boundaries among within yourself and your life that causes you to lose opportunities from time to time. Not sure what I say can resonate well with you, but hopefully at some point you do understand some of the things that I was trying to bring across. Okay, next year is a super good year for you to be super creative, and it is very easy for you to become famous. Do take note about this as well, and hopefully my advice is able to help you to some extent. Don't try to impress people anymore within your life. Live your life for yourself. Don't even care. Yeah, some of these times that we use to impress others, right, might actually just slow or weigh us down. Now, the next reading that I'm going to do is for randomly. Let me choose. Okay, I'm going to do for Shu Fen. Yeah, Shu Fen, are you here? No problem, Oi Makeup. Yeah, hope I was able to help. 淑芬有在吗？淑芬有没有在啊？哦 ，OK， 淑芬有在。Okay, great. Okay, what I see here is a lot of benefactor luck. A lot of benefactor luck. Okay, great. Okay, 淑芬要 understand 的是 wealth. What I'm seeing here is that, right, assuming that the birth time that you are giving me is correct, you have a inflow of wealth, but a major outflow of wealth as well. So it's not like you don't have, but it is more of a in and out problem. Things come in and things go out. Because there are two stars within your chart that are super good. It is what we call the indirect wealth star. Just now we talked about it earlier on, and you do have these stars within your chart that makes you an excellent person for looking at opportunities to make money. Okay, so one of the things that is good is that, right, this indirect wealth stars can be your guiding light, like a beacon. Okay, they can help you to see where are these opportunities. But one of the issues that you face is that, right, your money is also going out as well. There is a asset pillar that's being clashed within your chart. Okay, key reason why it's being clashed is because that you have what we call a loss of benefactor luck. So this loss of benefactor luck easy for you to face issues in your business or work. Okay, so within your business or work, number one, easy to have legal problem. Number two, easy to run into people that give you problem, what we call 小人. And in that case, right, easy for you to 漏财. So it is a classic in and out problem. Yeah, classic in and out problem. Yeah, James, I know the chat seems a little bit bugged, right? Because sometimes it will get stuck. So when I go out, right, and then I come in again, and then I can see your chat. Otherwise, sometimes, it's not possible for us to do so. Okay, so Interestingly, for Shufen, right, I would say that within your luck cycle this year, there are some opportunities for you to reverse this and take this year, right, into consideration, into finding a mentor that could help you in your investment and also accumulation of wealth. But be careful next year, because next year is a super bad year for your overall wealth luck. Okay, so hope you take my advice and plan your 2024 very, very carefully in case that there could be some issues. Okay, so let me see. Well, I think James is right. It's a little bit buggy. Okay, so does that resonate with you, Shufen? Okay, so for those of you who are still interested into having a reading for yourself, right, we actually have a promotion that we have right here. Today, our BaZi reading, we have a certain promotion that can help everybody. Okay, so let's say if you want to use BaZi reading to some extent to plan your route map, okay, to be able to plan for your career, to understand whether or not you want to change your, job, should you go overseas, should you be able to, go for this certain assignment that's not in Singapore. Yeah, should you relocate? Should your daughter study this? Should your son study that? Should you get married next year? Should you buy a second home? Feel free to engage us for a consultation. So our consultation, actually, you can click on this, right, and go to our detailed reading. Yeah. Yes, so our consultation, you can go into this, it's not Angela. So our detailed reading is actually headed by Li Ming. So Li Ming, not Angela. Li Ming is actually our consultant. Yeah, so I'm sorry, Shufen. So it's a bit strange, but yeah, it's actually Li Ming doing the consultation for you. So the period is actually 30 minutes to 1 hour. And during this period, right, we'll be able to understand, help you to understand some of these questions that you have in mind. Not just your strengths and weakness, but also how to plan your career route map. Okay, but the use of BaZi manifestation actually means that you understand the strengths and you manifest upon the strengths. This is actually quite important. The reason why is because that even if you know your strengths, right, you might not be able to use it if you don't believe in it. Okay, yeah, so let's say if you're interested in this, click on the link that I just posted, go to the detailed BaZi reading, right, and you can cut out with our Seminar 20 code. So the code that you can use today is called Seminar 20. By entering this code, right, into the website, you will be able to get a 20% discount. So the original reading price of 288 will become 230.4. Now let's say if you want to let me do the reading, right, there's an option for you to top up to let me do the reading as well. But the Li Ming reading, right, will be cheaper for you all. Okay, and after all, I mean, she does have many years of experience to help you guys already. Okay, so let her do the reading for you, because my readings are quite full. So if you want to understand yourself more through a detailed BaZi reading, feel free to click on the link. After you make payment already, then Roanne will actually do the appointment scheduling for you all. So during the reading, right, it is interesting that you prepare your questions first. Ask the right questions in order for you to get the right answers. Some of the questions that you can ask is everything about yourself. You can ask about your health, your family, wealth, luck, spouse, relationship, everything. But unlimited number of questions during the 30 minutes to 1 hour. After that, you will still have a 7-day inquiry period where you can ask her, okay, after much consideration and thinking, I also want to ask this, she will be able to answer you in the 7-day inquiry period as well. Okay, if you are interested in a basic feng shui analysis, we do have one that is the very basic one where we go in one visit, and the one visit is $698. Okay, this is the only feng shui analysis package. Okay, so we go there, we do one visit. Every feng shui analysis, right, has a 12-month inquiry period after the visit. So which means that you can ask questions only pertaining the house, okay, for 12 months. This does not include BaZi and date selection. Okay, and this is the price are for apartments only. So let's say if you live in a landed property, it has to be quoted differently. Now, let's say if you want to go for a full audit, right, we also have another option. The full audit is actually 1190.40 after the seminar 20 discount. So if you go to the website, you will see that the price is 1488. And if you key in this seminar 20, you will be able to get it at a 20% discount. So the total price after seminar 20, right, is actually yeah, the total price after seminar 20 is actually 1190.40. Now, it will include also 2 times BaZi reading, 1 on-site visit, and unlimited basic BaZi reading for other occupants. So we cannot cover the BaZi reading for people who are not staying there, but everybody who is staying there, we will do a basic one, and then we will do detailed one for 2 people. So there will also be unlimited renovation plans, drawings, pictures, vetting. So let's say if you haven't paid money for the selection of your apartment, right, we can actually do that for you as well. Okay, then you also include a detailed report on the recommendations. Same thing, there will be 12 months of inquiry after the visit. So feel free to sign up for this one if you have not done your BaZi, your home reading. The benefits of doing the home reading is to align your home to the level of period 9 energy, so that your strategy for your house, for your own chart will be similar. Okay. That will actually allow you to use the period 9 energy to your benefit. Now, let's say you are interested in actually learning how to do this on your own. Okay, you want to start this journey about understanding more of numerology and BaZi, right? We hereby also invite you to come for our courses. Now, on the third link that you can see, if you use the seminar 20 code, the basic numerology workshop, which is on Zoom, right, will only cost $98. It will be held on 16 and 17, 2024, of course. Then there will be 2 days of workshop, 8 o'clock until 11 p.m. The key thing about this workshop is that Li Ming will actually teach you how to read a person within 60 seconds. Okay, let's say if you understand how to read a person within 60 seconds, right, you'll be able to use the chart to know yourself a little bit better through life path analysis. Another thing that is interesting is to use it on someone else. Okay, let's say if you read it, you will understand that, right? You read somebody else, you will understand the pinpoints that the person is facing and the motivation behind why a person is like that or do certain things. Halfway through the course, the most interesting thing is that I have seen a lot of students, right, actually plotting about their bosses already. Okay, a lot of people will start plotting about their boss halfway through the course. And it goes to show how effective it is because they believe that this will actually give them a favorable outcome. How come they never plot for their husband, their son, their children? Is because that they more or less already know them. So maybe they want to plot their boss first because they're very curious. Okay, so using this method, even without going through the entire course, many people in the class are already plotting their bosses. So it goes to show how effective this method is. Now, there are also 81 different case studies that will be provided as study material for your reference when you sign up for the course as well. So this will be our own case studies. You can sign up for the workshop via the link that we just posted. Use the seminar 20 code. Okay, the seminar 20 code will give you a 20% discount, and it will only be valid until Friday 2359. Okay, so come for the class, then see you on Zoom. Hopefully you will be able to learn something useful to find out your own talents, plan your own roadmap. A lot of people want to go on to this journey of self-discovery. Numerology workshop is a very, very, very basic reading technique that you can use first as a first step into your foray of metaphysics. Now, the next one is actually a BaZi workshop. Now, the BaZi workshop, also held by Li Ming, right, is a basic level 1. Okay, in this basic level 8字 reading workshop, if you guys who have already attended our 8字 reading and want to actually come for revision, right, feel free to take note of the date. Tell Rowan that you want to come for revision. Revision for all our classes, right, are free. Lifetime free revision. So if you sign up this for basic numerology or basic 8字, right, you will be entitled to free revisions as well in the future sessions. Okay, how is it different? Numerology, sometimes you know a person's personality and strengths, but you don't really know the person's luck cycle. You could have a great personality, but your luck cycle is not fantastic, and that could actually affect your abilities at that point of time. So that makes it actually important for us to know two of them. Okay, by using 8字, you will be able to know about a person's luck cycle effectively. So in this course, you can use 8字 reading, right, to find out about your own luck cycle or even the luck cycle of your colleagues. Then you will be able to know who will be able to assist you, who can effectively be your benefactors and who cannot. Okay, then you'll be able to tell also what job will suit you, predict your accident-prone years, and predict which years are favorable for your overall investments. We're not saying that, it will help you to have this in your investments, that in your investments, but we are saying that at least there's a certain guideline. What year is good for your investment decision making? Okay? So in that sense, this basic workshop, you can read for others and you can also read for yourself. If you don't have the birth time of another person, you will reduce your accuracy by about 10 to 15% in that sense. Now, we also have other services. If you are interested in name change, phone number change, or CSEC date selection, feel free to send me a message on my WhatsApp at 8415-3359. You can also scan the QR. You can screenshot the QR first, and then you can scan the QR at a later stage, right, to contact us as well. Now, it has been a super fun time of speaking to you guys, and I've come to the question and answers period right now. Are there any questions that you guys want to ask me at this point of time? Do feel free to take note of my number, 8415-3359. Every time we do seminars, we will do some free basic readings online. So feel free to follow our YouTube as well. Then join us for our upcoming seminar on the 10th of July. So if you guys are interested into understanding the seminar that is to come, 10th of July, right, will be an interesting seminar on phone numbers and also name change. How many of you guys are interested into understanding how phone numbers can impact you? Can you type 1 in the chat? Oh, okay. Yeah, 你们都 interested 哦. So in the next session, right, and on 10th of July, we will talk about phone numbers. Okay, then 你们要帮忙我 comment 多一点了 to make the chat more lively and interesting. Okay, 不然的话很闷，连我都想睡了。Okay, so Diana, Mitra, okay, thank you so much for coming in today. Now, any questions before we end the seminar today? 呀，对 Jean， 你的现在才出来嘞，现在才 pop 出来。Yeah， 那个 chat seems to be lagging for some people. Any questions before I end off the seminar today? 大家有问题要问吗？ Okay, so let's say if you have any questions, right, feel free to send me at 8415-3359. I'm going to type in the number again. Then at this point of time, right, I guess that will be the end. Then thank you very much for coming tonight. If there are any further questions that privately you want to ask, feel free to send me a message on 84153359. Other than that, please look at the chat and the above links. Sign up for the courses before Friday 2359 because then the Seminar 20 code will not be usable anymore. So there's a 20% off for our BaZi Reading, Home Feng Shui, and our Numerology and Basic BaZi Reading workshop. Okay? Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for the time tonight. That will be the end of the seminar.